Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. My name is Daniel and I'm an avid MVP player. Today I'm going to do an in the bag video with someone like myself who has, I'd say about intermediate skill level. My average throw is somewhere around 300 to 350. So I'm going to kind of go over my disc choice and, just kind of show you guys, why I play MVP versus, Innova, Discraft, so on and so forth. So why don't we start out with my two favorite discs of all time from MVP. So the first one I'm going to go over is my absolute favorite, which is going to be the new Mayhem. The one you're looking at here, I mostly throw max weight. This one is about 171. The Mayhem to me is a disc that just goes and goes. When I throw this disc, I could throw it on a hyzer line and just watch it just keep going and disappear. This disc is an awesome disc for someone who is able to throw something a little bit more overstable in a wide rim disc. I would say for a beginner, probably not a good choice, but an overall, all-around awesome distance driver. The next disc I'm going to go over with you guys is going to be the Photon. Now, I started out with, using destroyers, and I would also throw a lot of the Discraft cranks before I really discovered MVP. I would say that the Photon is a very comparable disc to kind of a flippier destroyer. It definitely has that overstable fade. This disc is kind of my go-to disc, depending on the wind conditions and how I'm playing. If I want something a little bit more overstable than my Mayhem, I'll definitely go with a Photon. Now, this one is a neutron plastic and it has that kind of marble finish to it. Again, I just thought this disc was really aesthetically awesome, so I had to pick it up when I saw it. So, as far as my other disc that I play with frequently, this disc right here, I actually picked up not too long ago. Let's see here. There you are. This is the Tenacity, and the Tenacity is supposed to be one of the more understable discs for MVP. Now, my experience with the Tenacity was I took it out to Emerald Park here in Mesa, Arizona, and on the first hole that you throw, the first tee, I literally threw this disc all the way to the basket. I've never in my life had that experience with Emerald where I have the this power and the right disc choice to get that type of throw. But something told me that, hey, well, I should try out some of my understable discs because I'm more of an overstable thrower. And this thing just went and went and went non-stop. Definitely had that, understable turn and fade. But really, it just disappeared into the horizon for me. It was incredible how fast this disc kind of flew and just disappeared. Now, I'm not really a huge mid-range guy, but saying that, the Axis from MVP is kind of my next choice going down. The Axis is a great disc. If you guys want a disc that is just kind of a straight thrower, you could throw this all day long and it's just going to go exactly where you put it. I know a lot of people say that about a lot of different discs, but I truly mean if you put this on a hyzer line, it's going to go hyzer. If you put it on anhyzer, it's going to go anhyzer. But if you just get that nice straight throw, it's just going to go forever. But this really is my kind of go-to for mid-range. Now, one of my favorite discs, what I would call kind of my utility driver, would be the Axiom Fireball. The reason I love the Fireball is that it is so overstable that I use this for my over-the-water shot. So if I have, a shot that has, hazard on the right side, I'll throw this right over the lake, depending on how, wide the lake is. If it's right in front of me, I'll throw it directly over it. And I'll just watch as this disc goes about, for me at least, it'll go about 200 feet out and then kind of just fade right to the edge of the water, right onto the land where I want to be. So this is a very dependable driver for somebody that's looking for something that's going to always come back. You'll never have to worry about that with the Fireball. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk about putters today. So my first putter I'm going to talk about is the Ion. I started out with actually the Atom, which I would say is just a barely less overstable version than the Ion. The Ion for me ends up being more of a straight shot than anything else, but for somebody who has a little bit less power, I would say would probably be able to experience some of that overstable finish. Great disc. I've used this disc for a long time, and I've never had any problems with it. I'd say this is a go-to putter for me. Recently, on the MVP Circuit Challenge here in 2017 in Arizona, MVP did the favor for kind of early releasing out this particle. The particle is my favorite all-time putter. And the reason that is the particle, in my opinion, is crazy overstable. And now, like I said earlier in the video, I'm an overstable thrower, so for me, that's something that's very important. You don't even really have to give this a lot of power to see that finish either. I mean, even if I just do it, a layup shot, you'll see that, 20, 30 feet, this disc will go straight, and then out of nowhere, it'll just kind of finish off to the left. I mean, and it's pretty dependable in that aspect. So I love the particle. I can't wait until MVP releases this officially, and we start seeing this in stores other than the just in the Circuit Challenge plastic. So I love the disc. Definitely my go-to, my favorite. I have 3 of these in my bag. So, well, guys, I really appreciate you guys joining me today for the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment, or leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get back with you. Other than that, I hope to see you guys out there, and I hope you guys have a great round. Thank you.